Hello and welcome to Acts Aloud. My guest tonight, one of my favorite actors in the industry right now, who's been killing it with her potential and her acting skills throughout. Mrunal, welcome to Acts Aloud. This is the first time you're on the show since when we started during the lockdown. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here finally.
Thank you, Renil. I didn't know I was your favorite. That actually makes my day.
You know I love you anyway. I've told you this.
Oh.
How have you been? What's been happening? I'm not going to ask you stuff like how has the lockdown been? That's such a cliche question. I'm done with
That's
it.
the most overrated question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on cloud nine actually right now because
Yeah.
my first short animated film just came out and
Yes,
I'm
I
really
watched it.
excited.
The first
How do you find
female
it?
superhero comic book / animated movie in India ever. You are, I
Doesn't
mean,
it feel?
mind my language, I'm so sorry. You're fucking riding a tiger on it.
Yes, I am.
A tiger who's voiced by
Wow.
Vidya Balan.
Yes, that's amazing. I mean, I didn't even think, although this lockdown, I was just thinking, Renil, that, I really wanted to do something for kids.
Yeah,
I I love kids, and there are kids around me. So, when there is any problem, when there is any, because my first job also, one of the jobs that I did when I was in first year, second year BMM, I used to go to World Kids Foundation. There was this
oh,
NGO which I used
really?
to work for. Yes, and we used to, all the short films that we used to make based on moral education, we used to view it. We used to screen it for them and ask them questions. And I had massive stage fright. I couldn't speak with people. I couldn't speak with
My
adults. But I
God.
think that incidence helped me to to just come out of my bubble where I was
Yeah,
shy, and I started having communication with the kids. They believe us. We
yeah,
need to explain them
yeah. True.
in the most, in minimum way, and अच्छे से, because right now 2020, Ranil, kids are going through fear. There's so
Yeah,
much fear all around us. People are
yeah,
not really talking about children's mental health.
yeah,
Imagine wearing a mask and going to play, or not
yeah,
even going to play for that reason.
yeah,
Not being able to meet your grandparents. A
yeah,
few children, they've lost their grandparents,
yeah,
and they just don't know what is going
yeah,
on.
yeah.
So this was a small initiative from our side where we, first of all, it was very important to have a girl superhero. It was
Yeah,
about time.
totally, totally. I'm so glad you guys are doing this because I watched the small short film on YouTube. It's called Priya's Mask. If you haven't checked it out already, check it out. It's really cool. It's chill. It has a great message to it. So well done, you.
Wee-hee.
No, but tell me, I'm so glad that you sort of brought up the whole mental health angle as well because it's so important, right? And I remember having this conversation with you during the lockdown at the beginning when I was doing some 3 lives every day on Instagram. And I remember I was asking you, you were literally in
Yeah.
the peak of your career in the Hindi film industry when you had like project after project in your piggy bank. You
Yes.
were supposed to be on set and the whole lockdown happened, and I was like, how do you deal with this uncertainty? And you were like, I'll take it however it comes. You have to be happy. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But now you're back on set, Ronald. How
Yeah.
does that feel?
Yeah.
Just like being back on set doing what you love.
Yes. Ranil, I can't tell you how happy I am to just be standing in front of the camera and
Yeah,
being on a movie set.
yeah,
Uh, Sometimes getting ready for the scene when I walk on set, it just gets so intimidating that I have dreamed of this day. I have dreamed of, to be on a movie set.
yeah,
Uh, so, and I make sure that no matter what is going on around me or in my personal life, that should not affect my work, because what I am
yeah,
doing is I'm in the middle of creating history. So
yeah.
I don't
Fab.
want anyone. So I believe this, Renil. If
Yeah,
anyone doesn't have right, if anyone can't make me happy, they don't have any right to make me sad.
Yeah, 100%. Pal.
Priya and I, we can relate so much. I think
Yeah,
even when the illustrator, when Sid Finney was designing the character, he told me that Mrunal, she kind of resembles like you,
yeah,
and I was very happy to know that. He said, I have taken inspiration from your face, and we have her in short hair,
yeah,
and she's this courageous woman, and these are all the qualities that we have it in you.
yeah.
And
So are
I was
you.
really
Yeah,
overwhelmed.
yeah. But can
Yeah.
I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
You have become so good at this integration game when it comes to promotions that every answer you're ending with Priya's mask. I love it.
No, no,
You know,
yeah, because here we are. We're talking about Priya.
boom, firke, you have come back to. Oh, but you know what? Priya's character has also a lot in common with this. I love
Yeah,
it.
but that's what Renil, because you have such crazy audience, and I don't want Priya to go unnoticed because
100%.
Priya
Never,
needs your
never.
support.
Yeah,
Priya is, I want to make her a global superhero.
yeah,
Why do we appreciate superheroes from the West too much?
yeah,
Where we have such crazy personalities in India as well who have
yeah.
gone unnoticed.
Correct.
We have so much concept, we have so much material in
Yeah,
India as far as let's talk about Savitribai Phule. Not many kids know
yeah,
about Savitribai Phule, or not
yeah,
many
yeah,
kids know about Mother Teresa. Of course, they learn in school, but rather than
yeah.
having these random cartoon playing on the TV where they don't really
Totally.
learn anything, might as well
Yeah,
have something where they learn.
yeah,
So when I was growing up, I used to watch Shaktiman because I'm not a comic person, I'm a
yeah,
visual person. I like watching. I remember watching Shaktiman because that's the only show that I was allowed to watch on Sunday,
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
Rangoli in the morning.
yeah,
Yeah, and by the end of the show, by the end of like the 12 to 1 was the show, and 1 to 1:15 was this 15-minute small short story where a kid learns, like Shaktiman ends up teaching a kid something or the other. Like,
yeah,
just because someone is doing bad to you, that doesn't mean you will go and do bad in return. All these small moral
yeah,
education, like small things I have learned. So I
yeah,
felt like we needed somebody in India where the young kids would grow up watching, as Priya is
yeah,
my role model.
yeah,
And I think it was about time. So
yeah.
yeah, so Priya, yeah, let's not end with Priya. Otherwise you'll tease me again.
No, no. Listen, both of us are putting in a lot of effort into making this happen because I want the audience who are watching it to know that
Yeah.
Mrunal, who's in Dehradun right now, has a shoot right after this. Me, woken up at 5:30 in the morning and is in studio at 6:30, shooting this at 9 a.m., guys.
You guys can have a long day while I go and spend my day with Shahid on the sets of Jersey.
Why do I not have these privileges? I mean, I'll wear a jersey if you want me to.
Well, soon.
Okay, perfect. But Mrunal,
Damn. Wow.
how did you sort of deal with the whole mental space of it all though? Because I mean, see, I know it's cliche to ask you how the lockdown has been, but then lockdown has also been a time when like all of us have been away from
Mhm.
sets, right? And it's an interesting thing where you can either take it
Yeah.
positively or negatively, because it's such an unknown space. Like
Yeah.
you have no idea how this is gonna pan out. You have no idea when you probably have a tentative idea about when you can be on set, but you still don't know because they're talking about a second wave and this and that. How do you make sure that you stay positive and let it not affect your mental health in the middle of all of that?
This is a very difficult question,
Yeah,
but days get gloomy sometimes.
yeah,
All I want to say that some, even if you're feeling low, it's okay to feel low. It's
yeah,
okay to feel depressed sometimes. It's okay to
yeah,
be in bed and just binge watch something and end up eating something. It's okay, guys. We don't give enough time to ourselves to grieve if we're going through some problems. And uh, what I have learned in this lockdown is the fact that if you have any problem around you or in your life that exists, you need to open that box.
yeah.
Unless and until you don't unbox and solve that problem one at a time, it is going to give you sleepless nights.
Totally.
You need to make sure that happiness doesn't come as a, you have to make sure that you are happy.
Yeah.
You need to take that effort.
Yeah.
So talking about being positive, trust me, there are times where I'm very low,
Yeah.
and you need friends. You need those good 3 friends which are equivalent to 3,000,
Yeah.
who I love you 3,000 all the time, because they are like my everything, and they make sure that whenever I'm feeling low, they would just probably like just send me flowers and just make me feel good. So surround yourself with good people, surround yourself with people who always push you.
Yeah.
And I have eliminated those people who always victimize themselves. I tried helping them, but if they keep victimizing themselves again and again, there's nothing that I can do, because they are stuck in that space. They always want to say ki mere saath ye hua hai, oh my god, I don't know what to do, oh my god, Mrunal, oh my god. I'd be like, hey, you know what, I need a break from you.
Yeah.
I can't deal with this approach towards life.
Yeah. I'm on the same page as you. There was one time when, like, me and my best friend decided that we'll cut a few people out of our lives, and our lives became so much simpler and less dramatic. We were like, where is the time coming from? And we were like, oh, we're not dealing with their drama anymore. And I was like, oh, this is nice for a change. But so true. It's so true. Sometimes it's sort of very important to take those decisions. Sometimes it's harsh,
Yeah,
but like do it.
yeah, we make it hectic, Renil. It's not hectic. The life is not. The life is very beautiful. Uh,
Yeah.
for a matter of fact, when was the last time you had a conversation, or the audience is watching right now had a conversation with their mom and dad and just ask, hey, mama, are you okay?
Yeah.
When was it?
Never.
You know,
Never.
this one, these 3 words, are you okay, is going to change everything for the person who's in front of you. And
Yeah.
trust me, your parents, they end up doing everything. They make sure that they give you a better life, everything that you need. At least they deserve that. You don't go have conversation, but at least ask if they are doing okay. Trust me,
Yeah.
things change. And this is how you start a conversation, because what we lack in India is conversation. We don't talk.
Yeah.
We need to talk. Plugging
Totally.
into Priya's mask, similarly, I feel like kids should know
Like,
what their parents
I'm
do.
at some
You
point
know?
throwing this at you if you're in front of me for the plugins that you do. But well
No, but
done.
it is related.
You should
But
listen. We are hiring. My marketing team is looking for a new person. Will you please,
I
I'm
think I'll
hiring you blindly.
yeah, part-time job when I'm not on sets.
You can wear a
But
jersey
trust
and
me, na
come to work.
Ranil. Yes, I will do that. I do have an Indian jersey.
Okay,
But
then.
on a, tell me something. When I am on sets, there are kids around me. When I asked few kids that what does your dad do,
Yeah.
and he said he goes to office. But when I asked him what does he do in the office, he was unable to explain it to me.
Yeah.
But I feel like a kid should also be taken to works, not at this present moment, but maybe
Yeah.
later when things are
Yeah.
sorted, and explain to the kid that, hey, this is what my job is, and this is what because sometimes until I stop, like I used to always discuss my work issues at home, and you will not believe,
Yeah.
Ranil, the suggestions that I've gotten from a 14-year-old then was so amazing, and I didn't even think that, oh my god, this guy is he actually solved my problem. So
Yeah.
kids
It's
need to
insane.
know that we need to have that transparency. Like when I was growing up, I did not know how difficult my father's job was until I could
Yeah.
visit his bank and figured out that, oh my god, there's March and there's month ending, there's year ending, there's audit, there's so many things, there are cases. Oh my god. So trust me, um, we need to have conversation, we need to have that
100%.
transparency, and we just need to make sure that we just open up. We don't need
Yeah.
therapists, we all
Yeah.
are therapists around.
Yeah.
You need to have a conversation. When was the
Yeah.
last time, guys, you stood up in front of the mirror and just said that, hey, you doing good?
Yeah.
You know, coming home, just lighting a small candle around the table, around your bed, and just reading a book,
Yeah.
and just realizing that, oh my god, I just finished a movie and I don't know what the audience is going to react when it releases next year.
Yeah.
So apna kaam karte jao, baki just leave it on the universe.
I'm picking up from something that you said earlier. I just want to say that, sometimes we focus so much on the negativity in our lives that we forget to focus on the positives. So I want you to do this one thing. You told me there are these 3 friends in your life that account for 3,000 people. I think you should give out a shout out to these 3 people because they've helped you.
Yes.
Go for it. Name them and tell them that you love them.
So first one is Aditi Asija.
Yeah.
I love her. No matter what problem she's going through, she always makes sure that she's always smiling, and
How
she's like,
lovely.
"Kar lenge yaar."
Yeah.
Second is Lochan Thakur, who's not just my best friend, but my real sister, and also somebody I work with. She
Yeah.
makes sure that I am okay. She makes sure
Yeah.
that she tells me that, Mrunal, no matter how strong you are, there will be times you will be weak. And it's okay to feel weak. So just run towards me and just let me know, because if it is raining outside, I'm holding an umbrella for you.
Yeah.
And the
How
third
lovely.
person is Mandar, my brother again.
Yeah.
I'm very close to my siblings, and no one can replace him. He is
Yeah.
my therapist. I don't have to end up paying outside. Like,
Are
imagine a 16-year-old is, yeah, he I can discuss anything with him. I can discuss work, I can discuss family, I can discuss friends, I
Yeah.
can discuss boys, I can, it's there's no limit. So
Yeah.
thank you, Mandar, thank you, Aditi, and thank you, Lochan, for being in my life.
Fab. I'm so glad. And thank you to all 3 of you who accounts to be 3,000 in her life. I'm happy for you. But listen, Mrunal, sometimes when I have this, these days, I've not asked this on the shows yet, but in the last couple of weeks, I've been asking my friends this
Hmm.
question. What is that one thing that once in a while, when you sort of sit by yourself and once in a while you have like this conversation with yourself alone,
Hmm.
what is that one thing that you constantly put out in the universe?
What I put out to universe, see, first of all, thank you. Many of them don't have conversation with themselves.
Yeah, I do it all the
When I
time.
have,
I feel like I'm borderline
when I have
psychotic
a
once in a while.
no, that's very important. You need to have a conversation. When was the
Yeah,
last time, guys, you stood up in front of the mirror and just said that, hey, you doing good?
yeah,
So
yeah,
that one conversation, or that one thing that I tell myself, or I put out in the universe. So I have these 5 years, okay? 5 years ahead, 5 years in the past.
yeah,
So I just have this brief visualization of what happened in my past, what I was 5 years ago, and what I want to be in next 5 years.
yeah,
And the present that I'm standing today, um, I just say thank you, because I own it. This is
yeah, yeah.
mine. Like this today
Fab.
that I asked for, this is what I wanted to. So mm, just a big thank you, and just pat on your shoulder and say like, I've done a good job.
Yeah,
And just small happiness, Renil, like it could be as small as coming home, just lighting a small candle around the table, around your bed, and just reading a book,
yeah,
and just realizing that, oh my god, I just finished a movie and I don't know what the audience is going to react when it releases next year.
yeah.
So apna kaam karte jao, baki just leave it on the universe. Yeah.
Fab, fab. That's great. Now, also, finally, we're about to wrap anyway. Tell me, how are you dealing with this whole pressure though? Because for some reason, anyway, everyone who's moved from TV is already going through this weird stigma where it's like, once you do TV, you can't do movies. And I'm like, who are you people? Why are you saying this? For what reason? On what base? On what base are you saying this? But is it pressure when you've successfully transitioned from TV to cinema? Then does it feel like you have to prove more for like other people who want to move from TV to cinema as well?
If you take pressure, things go wrong.
Yeah,
Just let
yeah,
loose and just go with
yeah,
the flow. I'm just taking one day at a time. Anyone comes and they say, Mrunal, we want you to do this, does it excite you? I say yes, let's do it, bring it on. Just do it.
yeah,
Because if I take pressure na, I realize that ghai gadbadi mein ya pressure mein na cheeze bigad jati hai, which I don't
correct.
want. My agenda is whatever I'm doing, it should be the best, it should be done. And enjoy if you take pressure, right? Like
Yeah,
I have so much fun on the sets. I enjoy the process like crazy. So I feel like you should not take pressure. Obviously you should have pressure ka matlab ye nahi hai ki you cross your deadlines and then you
yeah,
just end up doing what you want to.
yeah, yeah,
um, just don't feel that burden on your shoulder that, oh my god, will I be, don't doubt yourself.
yeah,
if you have faith now, trust me. Oh God, I feel like I have become some Baba or
You know what
something
nonsense?
Jnani.
Listen, trust me, you've been so positive every time I've spoken to you. I love it. I think you have like this insane amount of great energy that you just rub it off on people. I love it.
Yeah, and you know what? Just prove people that hey, when someone say that you can't do it, just don't waste your energy explaining that person
Yeah.
that I am capable of doing. Rather, use that energy, work on yourself, work on the things that you want to get it done. And when it is done, just meet those people and just be like, I did it
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Fab.
the best achievement, trust me.
Absolutely. Listen, you can't have a better note to end this episode. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Dehradun. You have a shoot to get to. I'm not going to keep you away from Shahid Kapoor for too long. You can go and just keep me in your mind while you're at it.
Always, always. Renil, you're
Okay.
fabulous and your energy is insane, infectiously insane too. So be this.
I'll say the same about you and more. Thank you so much for always being the person that you are. You've been great. I've said this before. I love your vibe. I love the energy that you bring in. I love the vibe that you bring in. There's a lot of positivity around you, and I love how it rubs on me also and everybody else you talk to. Please stay the same. At the end of Axel Out Mrunal, we do something called the Axel Out virtual hug because I'd love to give you a hug in person, but we can't because we're social distance as
Oh,
responsible citizens. Okay, like Priya's mask.
Priya's mask.
Yes. So extend your arms and give me a hug. We'll take a screen cap.
There
Perfect.
I am.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, I
Anybody
felt
and,
it.
anybody and everybody who hasn't watched Priya's Mask, it's on YouTube. You can watch it and let Mrunal know.
They can also read the three comics on the website of Priya's mask, Priya Shakti.